Hello everyone, this is Mumbo here, welcome back, and today we're going to be taking a look at something really awesome. This is a build that I have always wanted to feature on my channel, but never had a good enough design, and finally, the day has come in which I can say that we're going to be taking a look at a multi-floor piston elevator. It's nice and compact, fast, and easy to build, so let's take a closer look at it. Now, to use this thing is incredibly self-explanatory. In front of you, you can see our floor selector. This build that I am showcasing in this video only has 5 floors, but you do have room for 8, so that's just something to keep in your mind. But for this test, we are going to be going to floor number 1, and as you can see, that is selected because the redstone torch is pointing at it. So we'll just head over to our elevator now, stand right in the middle, and hit this button, and you will see that we are transported straight up to floor number 1, nice and quickly. But what if we wanted to go all the way up to the top, the penthouse suite? Well, we just cycle round our redstone torch until it points at the specific floor we want to go to, head back over to our elevator, and once again stand in the middle, hit the button, and we will be transported up to the top nice and fast. I think we travel at around about 10 meters a second, which is fairly impressive. But anyway, now that we're at the top, we can pick up our boats and hose and have a fantastic time. Then once we're done, we just head down to the bottom, land in the water drop, and we are right as rain. As far as the redstone is concerned, it isn't really too bad. Most of the wiring goes on at the bottom, and then all the rest is just a very easy to follow pattern, so if you were planning on building this, then you shouldn't get too lost very quickly. Now I'm going to try and do my best to explain each element in a little bit of detail, just so you can understand what's going on, and how you would go about constructing one of these yourself. So let's start things off with the elevator itself. Like I said earlier, it is a repeating pattern, and actually the design is very much unmodified from one that I uploaded on my channel around about a year and a half ago. It still works, so I will put a link to that down in the description and also on the screen so that you can check that out for yourself. But like I say, it is a very simple design indeed. It's just straight upwards, there's no bells and whistles, it doesn't go down, and there certainly isn't multi-floor functionality, but I would suggest checking it out if you do want to get a rough idea of what is happening here. Now onto some of the more complicated stuff, the multi-floor type build. What you see in front of you is our switch. This is a design by Generic B, and I won't cover this too much because he has done a fantastic tutorial on it that I will include in the description. But what this allows you to do is select a specific floor. Now as far as the actual redstone for the floor is concerned, it isn't really too tricky. What we have here is a piston that will retract the block, that will extend the piston, that will stop us from actually going upwards, and also we have a pair of doors that will open up if that floor is selected. So for example, we currently have floor number 1 selected, and as you can see the glass doors are open, and this block has been removed, which means that this piston cannot extend, so we will just be pushed out of the elevator. If we hit this button, you will see that happen now. Look, this piston doesn't extend, which means that we can't continue upwards, and we instead just get pushed out onto this floor, and it is the same for all of the others. So if we select another floor, you will see that this block gets retracted, and then the glass doors open up. So when we hit the button and then go up there, we should see that actually that piston will not extend, and we would instead be pushed out of the elevator. Now I have to admit, this design is not without its flaws. The first one being that it does not have a down feature. If I was ever going to do a tutorial on this design, then I would make sure to add that in, because that really would complete the build and make it something that I would want in my Hermitcraft base. The next thing that I want to mention is that it is not particularly reliable on servers. More often than not, you glitch through the pistons before you have reached your desired floor, and that really is a problem because then there is no point in there being an elevator if you aren't actually going to make it to where you want to be. But if you don't mind any of those things, then I have included a world download down below in the description so that you can check that out for yourself and take a look around, because really it is quite interesting and the design itself is pretty good. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I've got time for today, so if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.